Drop in and opt out. I'm Derek J. You're listening to Peace News Now, your daily 5-minute update on the growing peaceful evolution around the globe. Today is Sunday, February 10th, 2013. Here's what's happening in the world of peace. First, news from the Shire. Hilariously, 5 out of 7 of the so-called representatives from Cheshire County supported a beer tax and were humiliated by a 10-to-1 vote against it. New Hampshire Governor Maggie Hassan said she would veto such a bill, but that didn't stop 71% of Keene's representatives from voting for it. Just 2 Cheshire County reps, Cynthia Chase and Delmar Burridge, voted against it. Cynthia Chase made national headlines recently when she posted on a popular blog site that her idea for getting the Free Staters to stop coming and to possibly move away is to reduce the freedoms that Free Staters think they will find in New Hampshire. Oddly, a beer tax is going too far for boozing Cynthia and her drinking buddy Delmar. Delmar Burridge instead introduced the state's first income tax in Cheshire County, where Free Keene is located. This was also defeated. Do you want liberty in your lifetime? Move to New Hampshire and join the Free Staters. Over 1,000 early movers already arrived and are getting active enhancing liberty. Numbers make a crucial difference. Combine your efforts with others to maximize your impact. Get started at freestateproject.org. I recently appeared on the popular radio show Freedom's Phoenix with Ernie Hancock to discuss the release of my first movie, Derek J's Victimless Crime Spree. During our conversation, I made sure to promote Peace News Now. I was delighted to be Ernie's guest, and I hope he'll have me on again in the future to discuss issues of peaceful resolution. Learn more about Ernie's show at freedomsphoenix.com and pre-order Derek J's Victimless Crime Spree at order.victimlesscrimespree.com. Ships February 19th. Reserve your copy today. Are you tired of the U.S. government killing people around the world? Are you tired of having to pay for their murderous rampage? Stop using their money. There is an alternative. Bitcoin is a stateless, free market, non-political currency. Bitcoin is money that cannot be inflated or controlled by any government. Bitcoin takes the power of money from government and returns it properly to the people. By continuing to use the dollar, you are helping the government. Stop doing it. You have an incredible alternative available now. Learn it, use it, spread it. Get started with Bitcoin at weusecoins.com. At a recent National Prayer Breakfast in Washington, D.C., physician Dr. Benjamin Carson eloquently calls out Obama for failing future generations by lowering standards for education, abdicating personal responsibility with Obamacare, racking up unimaginable debts, and penalizing productive people under the tax code. The top commenter from Average Jane writes, "It is well worth your time to watch the video. Check Emperor Obama's body language. I've seen him with that angry, rigid jaw before, but his reactions to Dr. Carson take the cake. It is all he can do to sit there and endure Dr. Carson's wise words, including, quote, 'What do lawyers do? Lawyers want to win by hook or by crook.' We need to get rid of that. We need to ask, how do we solve the problem?" Link to the video in this episode's show notes. Now, peaceful news from around the world. Just days into the job, the new mayor of Bristol, England, is promoting independence by opting to take his salary in the city's new local currency. This will likely provide a boon to individuals and businesses who trade in the currency, which was created in September 2012. The Bristol pound is the UK's first citywide currency. It was created by a not-for-profit social enterprise run between the Bristol Pound Community Interest Company and Bristol Credit Union. Mayor Ferguson said he was determined to do all he could to support the currency's development, saying, quote, "I am a very strong advocate for our independent traders and businesses, and as a mayor, am committed to helping them flourish and grow. A strong independent retail sector is good for the local supply chain, helps boost new business growth, and boosts the city's economy. Bristol pounds are purchased with sterling and can be spent with any of the more than 500 businesses that have signed up." Bristol Pound Director Chris Sunderland says that the system operates online banking and a text message payment system. But it's not just for end use and consumption goods. Traders are able to buy supplies in the currency, helping to create a virtuous economic circle. Sunderland said, quote, "Of all the money spent in a city, most of it leaves the city almost as soon as it's spent. It goes up to the financial institutions and gets lost. What people can be sure of with Bristol pounds is that they're circulating in the city, and that's where they'll stay." That's all the time we have for today. Links to these stories can be found in this episode's show notes. PNN is on YouTube, iTunes, Twitter, and Facebook. If you enjoyed this episode, share the piece with your friends. For PeaceNewsNow.com, I'm Derek J. Peace.